The Phoenicians were an ancient civilization known for their skill in trading and seafaring. Their origins date back as far as 3000 BC, but their true identity is a topic of debate among scholars. Some believe they were a subgroup of the broader Semitic-speaking people, the Canaanites. During the Late Bronze Age collapse, the Phoenicians rose to prominence and became the dominant commercial power for much of classical antiquity. Their society and cultural life mainly revolved around commerce and seafaring, and they created colonies and trading posts throughout the Mediterranean. The Phoenicians are credited with various innovations in shipbuilding, navigation, industry, agriculture, and government. They were organized in city-states like ancient Greece, such as Tyre, Sidon, and Byblos. Despite being politically independent, their expansive maritime trade network lasted over a millennium, facilitating the exchange of ideas, cultures, and knowledge between major cradles of civilization like Greece, Egypt, and Mesopotamia. Among their most famous legacies is the invention of the world's oldest verified alphabet, which was transmitted across the Mediterranean and used to develop the Arabic script and the Greek, Latin, and Cyrillic alphabets. This fostered the economic, political, and cultural foundations of the Western world as we know it today. The Phoenicians were a society of independent city-states, each with its own identity. Unlike other civilizations, they did not have a term to describe their land as a whole. Instead, people were identified by the city they came from. However, some scholars believe that if they did have a name for their land, it would be Canaan, and they would be called Canaanites. One inscription, the Hanuman inscription, is believed to refer to the Phoenician homeland as Put. Meanwhile, the obelisks at Karnak describe a land belonging to the FNW, which means carpenter, and is a reference to the crucial role Phoenicia played in the lumber trade in the Levant. The Greek exonym, Phi-omicron nu iota xi phoenix, which means Phoenician person, Tyrian purple, crimson, or date palm, was borrowed from this. Interestingly, the term Phoenicians is derived from the Greek Phi-omicron iota nu kappa eta, which is attested in Mycenaean Greek Linear B from the 2nd millennium BC. However, it only meant crimson or palm tree and did not refer to a specific group of people. Homer used the term Phoenician to mean all of these things. Lastly, the Latin comedic play Poenulus, written in the early 2nd century BCE, seems to preserve a Punic term for Phoenicians, which could have been borrowed from the Greek word.